The reason we've kept these trees here so far is because of illegal dumping around the area. So we've left these trees in here until we're going to put the fence up, and then those will come down last. So I'll start up the central drive as it stands right now. Cleared a pretty nice swath in here. This is about 18 feet wide or so, and it goes up and it curves to the northeast. Progresses up through the central part of the property. And this is what I'm going to be working on today. These blowdowns and deadwood, start taking them out. Got a nice log here, needs to be cut up. Another blowdown needs to be dealt with. Another blowdown there. Deadwood. Some more deadwood. Another big blowdown needs to be dealt with. So now we're hooking back to the northeast, and it opens up in here. It's about 20 feet wide. There's more of a blowdown. Got some huge blowdown here. Needs to be processed today. We'll see. Needs to be cleaned up. I'm not going to jump this huge, it's about 3 foot tall, but this area back here is a swath about 25 foot wide and 40 or so foot deep around these two pine trees. So this has all been cleared, and that is the front edge of the saddle. That's all level up there, and then it slopes down here. So the goal is to eventually cut back into there and clear fully about an acre back in there. So that's where we stand as right now. That's where the project is, the central parking area and driveway. It's about 11:30. I just wanted to document where we're at right now. This clearing here has been, that leads back to the car, a little drive, footpath, been cleared yesterday of all the blowdown debris. So before I started today, the goal was to get a path to the north line so we can park in one spot and be able to get to the north, get to the south, and get all the way to the west line. So this is as thick as it was when I started, and here's the progress so far with a machete, mainly with a machete, and then coming back with the chainsaw and taking out the larger stuff like that left standing. It was pretty thick. This is probably the last bit of the thick stuff on this to the north trail. Also, the contour is starting to pitch, which I know it would, so we're getting off the saddle. And it's a pretty good drop. Looks like probably 6 foot total, so that's good contour. So all this path has been macheted and then came back with the chainsaw, cleared out some of the scrubbier oaks. So I got a nice path. Actually could clear all this out of here and make a nice meadow in here, because the big pines there and over in all that area, the canopy's not very thick, so this is all just thicket that's struggling to make it to the higher level canopy. So this could all actually be thinned out, make a nice meadow, plant in here, and that's the goal again, is to clear that way towards the southwest and then back towards the southeast and have a nice 1 acre open area we can work with, and then have these trails feed off to the north, down into the west and south. So again, this is the north trail, and the contour again is starting to go downhill, and the canopy is getting higher and thicker as well as cooler. You can see the trees are a little bit more mature, higher, canopy. So back off that ridge, or that little saddle, it's not really a ridge but a saddle, there's another blowdown, and nice trail developing here. So right here is my machete, and then that back there is the sheds that lay on the north, the neighbor to the north, just on the other side of the north line. So first thing, got to cut through this blowdown and drag it around and out of the way, and then I'll be able to cut my way through there pretty easily, probably in an hour's worth of work, and get a nice clear path. So now we can walk all the way from the east parking area and drive and walk all the way to the north, and then rinse and repeat to the south, then all the way to the back of the property to the west. So that's the goal, basically, moving right along. Just wanted to document that before we get going. So hopefully by the end of the day today, 3 o'clock or so, I'll have a nice trail to the north, and we'll see the progress. There you go, July 31st, 2014, 2:30 p.m. So the plan was to punch to the north line, and happy to say that's been completed now. And we're going to check it out. This will angle us up and take us to the north line. So the goal was to be able to get from the car park at the main road to the east, all the way to the north line, and then eventually we're going to do the south line, and then all the way through the middle into the west. So when we come in the mornings, we only have to really park in one spot. It's on our property, and then we can walk to the middle and then go to where we need to work for the day, whether it's north, south, or west, or towards the front of the property and east. You can see most of the stumpage left isn't very big, so just a matter of clearing, bushwhacking, clearing, bushwhacking, cutting, clearing. So there's a couple blowdowns that had to be dealt with, so I've stacked it over here to the side, and then the bigger lumber, whatnot, to the sides. So we've got a nice little path here. Now we can park, get out, walk all the way to the north, and eventually walk the north line all the way back, and we can work the northwest corner, which is the goal. Get to the back of the property, clear out the corners, because fencing is going to be a priority. I can tell you that right now. I was working down over here with my back, headed in, chainsawing away with my ear protection on, concentrating on staying safe and working effectively. And right behind me pops up a man, Russ. So there you go. You buy 10 acres in the middle of the boondocks in Florida, and you still can't get privacy. People are still in your business. Sitting there with a chainsaw, minding your own business, cutting path in your property, and next thing you know, there's people up your ass. Gotta love it. I don't, but what are you gonna do? Put a fence up, that's what you do. Anyway, so here's the path that keeps going and gets into the nice, see, taller canopy here. It's a bit cooler back here too, because you got a higher canopy and the heat's kept off the ground. So that's another reason. Wooded, heavily wooded lot, more so than just already made pasture. You got shade. You can always trim your trees up. takes 25, 30 years to grow a nice tree though. So it's easier to thin them and trim them up than it is to grow them up and wait. So, getting towards the end of the path now, and goes into the north line, and we're popping out right here, right on the north line. So if you follow this, curves around into there, and then it goes straight back to the northwest corner. And then here's the 5 acres to the north of us with the fence line that's been cleared now. That'll eventually be our neighbors.